Good morning, student, class 12th. Students, in last class, we were studying about asexual reproduction and some their methods which are involved in asexual reproduction are studied in last classes, including fission, budding, spore formation, fragmentation, vegetative propagation, etc. In this class, students, we will starting the next part of reproduction, that is sexual reproduction. It is the second type of reproduction, sexual reproduction, which is characteristics of some points in comparison to asexual reproduction. These characteristics are, first of all, in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved which are different in characteristics, properties or genetic constitution. These two parents actually involve having two growth phase. One is juvenile phase and another is reproductive phase. Juvenile phase is the age of the organism in which organism grow and develop and reaches to the sexual maturity. These phases of life is actually called juvenile phase, and from sexual maturity and at the end of reproductive age, the phase is called reproductive phase. That means, on the basis of this reproductive point of view, the age is categorized into two groups, that is juvenile phase and reproductive phase. Juvenile phase is the age of the organism in which organism reaches to the puberty from the birth, and reproductive phase is start from puberty and at the end of reproductive age. So these two type of phases are present in sexual reproduction. Students, sexual reproduction is biparental reproduction. That means two parents are involved in this type of reproduction. And germinal reproduction is that type of reproduction in which germinal cells involve in gametogenesis and produce sperm and ovum. So that type of reproduction is actually germinal reproduction, in which gamete cells are produced from germ cells. Students, sexual reproduction play very significant role in the life of organism. Some important significance of sexual reproduction indicate the evolution of organism, as discussed in last classes. Whenever we compare about difference between sexual and asexual reproduction, I was tell in these classes what is the basic difference between sexual and asexual reproduction. So evolution point of view, sexual reproduction play very significant role for the evolution of organism because of involvement of two different parents. So students, sexual reproduction is mainly responsible for evolution of any organism. and asexual reproduction is mainly responsible for clone production of any organism. Now students, sexuality of the organism is the property of organism in which organism gain the sexual behavior and reproduce their young ones. This is the property of sexual reproduction. In case of plants के केस में स्टूडेंट सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की अगर बात करें स्टूडेंट्स, तो फ्लावर इज द स्ट्रक्चर रिप्रोडक्टिव यूनिट ऑफ द प्लांट विच हैव बोथ मेल एंड फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्टेमन एंड ओवरी और कार्पेल. Students, stamen is the male reproductive organ of the flower, which looks like that. This is the stamen, out of which it is anther, and another is the male reproductive part of the flower, and this is the ovary, which is the female reproductive part of the flower. It is stigma, it is style, and this is the ovary, which have ovule in this structure. This is the female reproductive organ of the flower, and this is the male reproductive organ of the flower, anther. And anther is the structure, sac-like structure, in which male gametes are present in the form of pollen grains. And here in the female reproductive part of the flower, ovule is the structure which contains egg cell. In this ovule, the structure in which egg cell is present is called embryo sac. Egg cell present in which structure of the ovule, which is called embryo sac, and whole the structure of ovule is finally converted into seed and fruit after the fertilization. So these are male and female reproductive organ of the flower, which may be of different types. Stamen may be of different types, ovary may be of different types, monocarpellary, bicarpellary, syncarpous. You are already studied these terminology in morphology and anatomy of the 11th class. Morphology of the flower and anatomy of the flower, you are already studied these terms: bicarpellary, syncarpous, monocarpellary, tricarpellary. And in the reference of stamen, when only two anthers are present, monandrous, diandrous, polyandrous. These terminologies are already studied in the taxonomy of the flower. That means morphology and anatomy whenever we were studying about the family or flower description. So these are different types on the basis of presence of number of anthers, how many anthers are present, and on the basis of presence of these ovule, number of ovules which are present in numerous or single or double or triple or more than triple. So these terminologies are already studied in previous classes, that means in 11th class. Students, flower may be unisexual or bisexual or hermaphrodite. That type of flower in which only one reproductive organ, single reproductive organ is present, that means either male or female, then that type of flower are known as unisexual flower. And the flower in which both type of reproductive organ, that means male and female, are present in the flower, this type of flower is called bisexual flower or hermaphrodite in nature, and can produce both male and female gamete and may show self-pollination. So bisexual flower are self-pollinating, and it also may be cross-pollinating whenever different conditions are present in their life cycle. Students, on the basis of nature of fusing structure, sexual reproduction may be of two types, that is syngamy and conjugation. Now the type of sexual reproduction. Students, before the type of sexual reproduction, I want to discuss in case of animals. That means in animals, students, they also may be monoecious or dioecious, those type of organism which can produce only single gamete, that means either sperm or ovum. These type of organism are called actually dioecious organism, and that type of organism which can able to produce both type of gametes, male gametes and female gametes, that are hermaphrodite or monoecious organism, which can produce male and female different gamete from a single body. So these organisms are monoecious in nature, or that means they are hermaphrodite, bisexual in case of animals, and that type of animal which are segregate, that means male and female organism are different and are able to produce sperms and ovum, are called dioecious organism. So now the type of sexual reproduction. Type of sexual reproduction, students, two type mainly, syngamy and conjugation. Syngamy and conjugation. Syngamy and conjugation. So what is syngamy? It is also called fertilization. It is also called fertilization, in which fusion of male and female gametes are involved and to produce zygote, which finally converted into embryo, and finally embryo is converted into new ones. So students, in syngamy, gametes may be of different type, male and female gametes. Male and female gametes which are formed by gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is what? Gametogenesis is the process by which gametes are produced. It may be also of two types, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Formation of sperm from the male parent is called spermatogenesis, and formation of ovum from female parent is called oogenesis. So students, male parent produce sperm and female parent produce ovum. Sperm is technically called microgametes. Sperm is technically called microgametes and ovum is technically called megagametes or macrogametes. Sorry. So these are the technical terms which are used for the sperm and ovum. Microgametes is actually sperm and macrogametes is actually called ovum. Students, these macrogametes are formed by the process of oogenesis, which is a type of gametogenesis, and this is macrogametes, which is called sperm formed by the spermatogenesis, which is another type of gametogenesis. So students, both type of reproductive organ, that is testis and ovary, which is produces these gametes. In case of male organism, testis is present, which is responsible for the production of sperm, and in case of female parent, ovary is present, which is responsible for the formation of female gamete, that is ovum. Both these structure of male and female organism, that is testis and ovary, is technically called gonads. So gonads are the structure which responsible for the production of these gametes, either male and female. These gonads are involved in the process of gametogenesis to produce sperm and ovum. So students, type of syngamy, mainly two types. Syngamy is mainly of two types. Endogamy and exogamy. Endogamy and exogamy. Endogamy, students, self-fertilization, and exogamy is cross-fertilization. Endogamy is called self-fertilization, exogamy is called cross-fertilization. So self-fertilization is present in monoecious organism, and cross-fertilization present in dioecious organism. So that type of organism which produce only male or female gamete is represent cross fertilization, and that type which produce both type of gamete is called self fertilization or endogamy. Now in case of conjugation, conjugation is the special method of sexual reproduction, students, which is reported in some members of protozoa including Paramecium, in which different strain of the Paramecium, which is positive and negative fertility factor, which organism of Paramecium transmit their DNA or their genes from one Paramecium to another Paramecium. These two Paramecium are called conjugates, which are attached with each other with the help of their sexual pili and form a tubular structure through which genetic constituents of one Paramecium is transferred into another Paramecium in this phenomena of conjugation. So conjugation tube is formed in between Paramecium through which genetic transformation takes place from one Paramecium to another Paramecium. The Paramecium which able to transfer their genetic constitution are actually F plus, that means fertility factor is present in this Paramecium, and which receive the genetic constituents of another Paramecium is F negative strain, which have not fertility factor. So this method of conjugation is reported in these member of protozoa, that means Paramecium. So these are actually type of sexual reproduction, students. In next class we also discuss these topic in more detail. So meet in again next class. Okay, thank you.